Just give me a sec, guys. I'm connecting right now. Up. I'm just telling to my guys on Discord that I'm live. Alright guys, so it's Asia hours. I guess most of you guys are sleeping, but it's actually easier for me, you know, to just do my videos at this time because it's daytime for me. So I'm just gonna go through what happened yesterday. Hey bro, hey, sup man? So I'm gonna go through what happened yesterday on AMC, GameStop. Very important, guys. We had two very important days. So I want to go through the price action. I'm going to go through the option market as usual to check the short interest, what happened there. I'll try to explain why this move happened yesterday. So I'm going to start with AMC, GameStop. Then I want to talk about BGFV, BBBY and PLBY, PLBY. And then guys, I'm going to answer all of your questions. So turn volume up, please. Okay. I have some issues with this volume, guys, to be honest, because, okay, let me put it stronger. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, so I put the volume higher. I hope you hear me better. I'm gonna try just to, you know, stay close to the mic and it should be good. All right. Yeah, love you too. Love you too, bro. Okay guys, so let's start with AMC. So a lot of things to say. So as usual guys, I'm gonna much better. Awesome bro, cool, thanks for telling me. Alright, so AMC, we had a very nice move up, especially at the open. So I hope you guys see my screen good enough. As you guys know, we have a resistance at 44. So basically this is the recent high and it is also the intersect with the downward sloping trend line that I get by connecting the highs in a log scale. And whenever we have some intersects like this, it's a bit unexplained to me, but very often the market likes to go through it or at least to touch it. And here it's a nice example because I'm having those trend lines for, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And very surprisingly, AMC went to 44 and got rejected. So what is the situation now? The situation is still good because we came back in this triangle, which was very important for me. We needed to stay there. I didn't like this fake out like I explained before. We ran up to 44, got rejected, but we came from the lows. So whenever you come from the lows and you arrive on the resistance, it's totally fine to get rejected the first time. But for the move to stay strong, what we need to see is a price action that stays as close as possible to this trend line. All right, so this is what I want to see right now for the bullish case to be still there. We can also analyze, try to see where are the support levels that we get here. So for now we didn't have the breakout. I'm gonna analyze of course the situation if we do have this breakout. I'm gonna tell you what I think would happen, but for now we don't have it. So let's assume discounting is correct. So in discounting, you guys know that I like to use Elliott wave theory and that this method is actually working very well even on stocks like AMC. The reason behind is that this method is working well whenever there is a lot of emotions involved amongst investors. And in this kind of stock, guys, you know that emotions are here for everyone. So this is the reason why Elliott wave theory is working quite well. And what I'm seeing here is an ABCDE, all right, triangle that is typically a pattern that is forming in false waves. So if this is correct, then this is a 1, right? And this is the beginning of a new move. So this is a 1, so we're expecting to have a 2, and then 3, 4, 5. And as usual, guys, whenever, let me put this a bit higher, all right? Usually third waves are the waves that like to go through those important levels. So here the important resistances that I identify here are 44 and 52. So it would make sense to me that we have a second wave pullback that is, you know, a bit rejected here, and then that we have a massive third wave that just go through this entire area of resistance. So let me just change the degree, it's a minor wave, and you guys know I want to show you that again because you're gonna see where I want to bring you right now. Bam, you know, you can find this book on the internet very easily. So it's the PDF of the Elliott wave theory. You just tap Elliott wave principle. Sorry, it's not this one. So this is the book, but I'm going for the PDF. So where is the PDF? Is it here? Ah, it's here. All right, the PDF is here. Okay, just give me a sec. And what I want to show you, you go to the page 78. All right, and here I think I've already showed you that, but this is the typical retracement levels that we have whenever we have an impulse. So 5 waves up, 5 waves up, and second waves usually they go to the 61.8% retracement. It can also be 38.2, it can also be 50, but usually it's 61.8. So here on AMC, what we have is that it's supposed to be a first wave, so we can expect a pullback to the 61.8% retracement of this move up. All right, so if you guys, for example, want to get in, or if I would like to increase my position, this is the level I would be targeting. So you can see that here this level is around 38.2, and it's also exactly where we have the 50 period moving average that was acting in the past, you know, here as a resistance. It was not a perfect moving average to use for support and resistance, but it's still there. So we have a double reason to think that 38.2 is a very strong support. So I think that as long as we stay above that level, we're looking great. It's just a second wave pullback, and then we are expecting the third wave to come. Now, guys, you know that we have earnings coming soon. So I checked this on Bloomberg. I think it's pretty interesting to, sorry, bam. Okay, give me a sec, I lost my Bloomberg. All right, so we have earnings, as you can see here, coming on the 8th of November. All right, third quarter earnings. Expectation are around minus 0.53, so still negative earnings. You guys can see that the expectation for the next year are almost coming to zero, but we still expect AMC to lose money for now, but you can see that this is growing quite fast actually. So this is the reason why we have that bullishness, and what we want to see is earnings actually beating expectations, because just like we had on the 9th of August, we had earnings expected at minus 93, and we had an announcement of minus 0.7. So we beated the earnings expectations by 24%. So this is what we would like to see here as well. And if we beat expectation on the 8th of November, guys, it's funny, but it would be exactly where the second wave pullback could be. And this could be the catalyzer that brings us to higher levels, and especially to break this upper band of this triangle. All right, so now let's assume this happens. So we come back here, we already came back here, so we basically stay a bit in this area. We can also just go right away higher, it's possible as well. And then I think that we would have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going to very high levels, then coming back and then going to the target that you guys know that is around 130. This is my target that I get using always the same thing, guys. All right, using this. It's just assuming that the fifth wave is extended, and whenever the fifth wave is extended, it's usually equal to 1.618 times 1 plus 3, as we can see here, guys. All right, it's this situation, bam, bam, bam. All right, here, in this situation, the fifth wave, so this is Elliott wave theory, the fifth wave, whenever it is extended, is equal to 1.618 times 1 plus 3. So you've seen probably me doing that many times, but I think it's still important to do it again, guys, not to forget what is the target, and we might of course go higher, but this is a target that I think we should reach for this fifth wave. Maybe we can go higher, but at least there. So if I do that, bam, and apply it to the bottom of the fourth wave, I have 135. So this is my target roughly for, I don't know, maybe if the breakout happens this week or next week, it would probably be around Jan 22. Okay, I'm checking quickly if you have some questions. AMC and GME charts were almost identical today. Not really, actually, not really. And I'm gonna show you why, but GME is one step ahead, actually. But let me finish on AMC. Hey, yo, man. What's up, bro? Exactly, yes, I want to tell you, man. Exactly, yes. So, let's go on. Let's check, guys, what we have on the synthetic short, because you guys know that it's very important. I showed you that already yesterday, but let's quickly analyze that again. Okay, bam, AMC. Bam, 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 refreshing. All right, bam. So here we go. So as you guys can see, we have a DTC that is equal to 3 right now, and it was rather around 2 before. So we have an increase of 50% of the DTC. We have this huge gamma on the 145 strike. Before that, the gamma is located around 40. So this is the reason why yesterday we had this strong move. Whenever you have a big amount of options, like we do here, you can see on this chart, guys, the 40 strike. Up, let me just come back to your questions. Up, the 40 strike is the strike where we have the most options. If I don't take into account the 145, which is just absolutely massive, but just on the 40 strike, we have the biggest number of options. So let's check where this is coming from, because this is the kind of information that is interesting to use to know whenever a strong move could happen. And the answer is whenever we go through a strike where we have a big amount of options, and especially if those options are coming from a short maturity. So here the 40 strike, you have 6 million equivalent shares, and we can check where this is coming from, and it's mostly coming from the Jan 22. So it would have been even stronger if it was coming from November or December. But this is the reason why when we go through this kind of strikes, so 40, as yesterday, guys, I remind you that we opened with a gap up through the 40 level, and that's why we had this continuation on the upside. It's probably option market makers that were buying like crazy, and their bears just got us rejected here. Let me go back to the synthetic short interest. Okay, sorry. Okay. And nothing much else to say apart of the fact that this is still very unusual for any stock. I'm going to show you other stocks very soon. To have this massive number of options here, it's very unusual, and this is the reason why, for example, if we go strongly through 145, guys, this would be, you know, we would probably just go to 180 or 200 right away. So this needs to be taken into account if we get closer to this level. But if we only go to 130, for example, this unfortunately would not create this move amplification that we see whenever we go through these strikes. All right, so I'm almost done. Yeah, give me some likes, guys. I have only 15 likes. Like, come on, smash that like button, give me some likes, and I'm checking if you have some questions. Exactly, totally, yes, my man. Yeah, bro. Okay, so I'm almost done for AMC. I'm just gonna, what else can I tell you here, guys? What I can tell you is that it's looking very good, you know. It's just, for me, this is just the confirmation that the movement, I mean the apes community movement is still on, and that we will just see this strong moves that I'm talking about, guys, for, I don't know, maybe 1 year it's been I'm talking about AMC, and we had this strong move up here, and I think the same kind of movement is coming. The same kind of move, sorry, is coming. So let's see. I'm done on AMC. Yeah, last thing I wanted to tell you guys is, of course, whenever we have price action going higher and volume going higher, it's good. You know, it's not a bullish signal, but if we had volumes going lower on the price action going higher, this would be a bearish divergence created with the volumes. So this would be bad, but we don't have it. We have volumes going higher, price action going higher, just rejected once at the resistance. I mean, it's totally fine for me. And yeah, earnings coming on the 8th of November. So I'm done for AMC, guys. I'm gonna now do GME. And then I'm gonna start to answer some questions. Good morning from Germany. Hey bro, what's up? Yeah, I do crypto, brother. I do crypto. I like Ethereum. I like Bitcoin, of course. I like BNB, but I'm not here for now to talk about crypto. So let's do GME. All right, guys. Insane move. I mean, I was actually live yesterday during this move, and I needed to stop the live because I needed to take some positions, guys, to, you know, just do my trader stuff. It was a very, very important day. This was kind of expected. I mean, as you guys probably know, you know, I'm posting every day some updates about AMC and GME in the free area of my Discord, and I'm just doing my best, you know, to analyze the price action and tell you what levels are important to break above, or what we need to see for the bullish price action to happen, this kind of things. And here I was telling you that above 185 we would probably have a run up to 230 in the week. So I was saying that 2 or 3 days ago. So that happened. All right, it's not always happening, but it happened here. So it's interesting to analyze. And then here at 230, we have a strong resistance. So someone was just asking me, were telling me that AMC and GME chart was almost identical. So Phil, you were telling me that, and to me, I agree. We have triangles on both charts. All right, they're not the same size exactly. They're not exactly done at the same time, but they're still triangles. And the difference is that GME just went through the 230 level like a knife through butter. It was just, you know, bears just disappeared. All right, there were no more bears, and so this is very positive. All right, this means that bulls won the victory of the beginning of the day. But then, guys, we got rejected quite strongly, and we closed below. So that's not positive. All right, so we have very positive signal that we went through, and then a negative signal that we got rejected and closed, unfortunately, below 230. Why is it that important, guys? It's because a lot of institutional clients are actually holding the shares. So I can show you, for example, for AMC, this is the report I just downloaded from Bloomberg. Let me show you that, guys. It's quite interesting. So this is for AMC, guys. There is a lot of information, you know, it's public information. They just well sum up, you know. Bloomberg are doing a quite impressive job. Of course, it's not free, but I need that to work, so of course I can share it with you guys. And the information I'm looking for is, just give me a sec. Okay, I can't find it. Okay, I don't know where they put it, but it was basically showing who are the biggest investors of AMC, and we had those, Vanguard. Oh, it's here. All right, so Vanguard was the first one with 8.6%, BlackRock with 6%, State Street. So of course, behind those big institutional clients, we have retail investors. All right, so this is just showing you that the end user might be holder of the share might be a retail investor, but the guys that are really having the positions are big institutional clients. The reason why I'm bringing that is because those guys, they follow technical analysis. You know, of course, they have some experts, you know, guys, maybe, you know, like me one day, I don't know, I prefer to help you guys, to be honest, but you guys know that I'm an ex-banker. I was working in a bank. I was working with this kind of clients. I was not doing this business exactly, but I know a bit how they work, and I can tell you that they use technical analysis. They use signals. They use those levels to stop loss their positions, to increase the positions. And if we have a close above 231 or 32 on GameStop, I can tell you that those guys who are very big in AMC and GameStop, it's roughly the same investors, they would push the button, you know, they would just buy. So it would bring some very nice bullish momentum. So this is the reason why I really want to see GameStop closing above this level. Now, what do we have here? I think we have the triangle that is complete, all right? Before, my E wave is here, guys, in August 21. So, and right now we are doing 1, 2, and we are in a third wave, all right? And I'm having this counting for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, all right? So it's not always like that, but this counting is for now very correct, almost perfect, and we are in a typical third wave. So this is giving me confidence that I'm gonna be right about what is gonna happen next as well. How do we know it's a third wave, guys? It's kind of easy. Volumes are explosive, the price action is explosive, and we go through very important resistances. So this is the definition of a third wave. Now, how high can we expect the third wave to go, and are we still in this third wave? So third waves, as you guys know, they develop in 5 waves. So let's zoom in. Let's try to understand where are we in terms of wave counting inside the third wave. So I can already tell you I have a target around 300, 350 for this third wave happening maybe around in 2 weeks, maybe something like this. So for now we had first wave, second corrective waves, okay. Second corrective wave, that was here, sorry. Okay, so this 4 has nothing to do here, the 4 is there, okay, and then here. So let's count. I didn't do that yet, so I'm gonna do this with you. That's why I think it's cool to be live, because you can see everything I'm doing. So it takes a little bit more time, but I mean I have time. I hope you guys have time too, and let's do it together. All right. So 1, 2. Then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 3. We're doing a 4. So there's a 5th coming. All right. There's a 5th coming. I guess it's going to be extended. And is the 4th wave correction complete? So this is not a minor wave. So it's a minuet wave. Okay. All right. So we have something like this. So this 4th wave, you guys know, let's check. All right. 4th wave, where do they go? Where do they go, guys? They go to the 38.2% retracement level usually, all right, here, okay, page 78, 79, bam, look at that, guys. 4th waves, they go to 38.2 of what? Will it stay up there? But Phil, I'm gonna try to answer the question. I don't think it's gonna stay there. It's either gonna go lower or higher, but let me explain. So 4th wave, they usually go to the 38.2% retracement. So let's see what is the 38.2% retracement of wave 3, because now we have a third wave, all right? So let's measure it. And here we can see that we went rather to the 50%. So it's a bit deep already for me. So anything below, I would say 205 or even below. So, okay. We have another technique. So here I'm gonna keep the fibs, okay? And for this wave to be a 4th wave, so for us to know that the 5th wave is coming, we want to see this 4th wave like we usually have it in the books. So we want it around the 220 level. We are already below, so it's not very good, but you guys can see that on the hourly time frame, which is very used by day traders. I personally use it a lot for trading stop loss most of the times. is acting very well as support. So I would say that as long as we stay above that, okay, above this level that is going higher, it's looking great. So I repeat, above 213 roughly, I would accept some excess because there is a lot of volatility. I would accept some excess to the 205 area. So above 205, above 2, okay, let's call it 214. We are still in the third wave and we are expecting a fifth wave. When? Right now, tomorrow, today, maybe, you know, maybe Friday or Monday, I don't know. But in the coming days, we're expecting a fifth wave. How high can this fifth wave go? All right, let's be honest. I don't know, but I can try to guess. So I have two different methods I can use here to guess how high this fifth wave can go. The first one, I'm just gonna apply the same method as usual, guys. I'm gonna assume the fifth wave is extended, and I'm gonna apply the ratio 1 plus 1.618 times 1 plus 3, this one. All right, so I'm doing that right now with you guys. I haven't done it before, so let's see what we get. Hey, and you see, guys, what did I say before? I said 300, 350. And when I apply this method, I actually like to use the 1-to-1 relation that I see often happening, or the 1 to 1.618. And what are those levels? They are 300 and 350. Funny, right? I mean, you know, this is technical analysis. It's often using different methods, you find the same levels. And the more methods bring you to the same levels, the more trustful are those levels. And here, why did I say 350 in the first place? Guys, bam, easy, okay? One high, one high. So the 350 is the natural resistance that we're having for this third wave. Let me put it in yellow. So this is my take, okay? My take is that if we don't trade below 205 today, I mean tonight, tomorrow, and on Monday, then I think that we would go to 350, which means we're gonna have 50% move up. All right, let's see. To be honest, you know, it's kind of, even when I do my own analysis, it's kind of, you know, hard to believe, but it's the best I can tell you guys. It's really what I think. I have, of course, positions on GameStop. I can even tell you that yesterday I hedged a bit my position. I bought some puts around 230, and I'm gonna sell it today around 214 or maybe even lower, 214, 205. I'm gonna sell the protection I bought, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna let my calls run up, and then I'm gonna take again some profits. If we go to 340, 350, I'm gonna take some profits. I know you guys don't take profits, and you are right to do so, but I'm a trader, and this is the way I work. I'm gonna take profits here, and I'm gonna reload lower because I'm gonna expect the fourth wave to come. So bam, bam, bam. Let me finish on GameStop. We have many things to do, guys. We need to check the synthetic short. We need to check if we have some news. So, all right. I'm gonna keep that drawing, and then we can expect a fourth wave. So where this fourth wave might go, guys? As usual, we're gonna have the third wave. So let's assume the third wave goes to 350. Then the fourth wave might go to the 270 level. So if we go to 340, guys, don't FOMO. It's not the time to buy. It's the time to wait or even take some profits. And then if we have this pullback, all right, it would be a typical breakout, then pullback, coming back to the trend line support that was previously resistance, and then we're going to complete this third wave. Then let's see, guys, it's too early to say, but probably close to 500 or, you know, something like this. Then we're going to have one more pullback, and then the massive fifth that to me would go to 800. And I'm talking about this level, guys, for almost 1 year. And, you know, some people around me, they start to, you know, really question if I do believe in what I'm saying. And of course, I do believe in what I'm saying, and those who are with me on Discord, you're gonna see that I'm gonna, you know, take positions to maximize my profits for this scenario. I'm gonna, you know, play this scenario as good as I can, because I really believe this is what might happen. Okay, let's make some cleaning here just to have a better picture. Sorry. Okay, is it best to trade stocks of catalysts? Not sure to understand your question, bro. Where is AMC going? Okay, so I did AMC already. AMC to me is gonna stay around 44 for a few days, and then it's gonna run to 52. All right, the resistance is 52. Consolidate here a bit. Probably a third wave going to 70. They pull back to 50 and then 130. All right, so for now it's very early. Of course, I'm giving you guys some scenarios that are of course not 100% sure. I mean, you know, you can't be sure of anything in trading, but this is my preferred scenario. I mean, this is what would make sense to me, and I can feel, you know, I'm basically analyzing stocks every day for many hours. I'm answering all of my members' questions, and I can see that there are many breakouts coming right now. All right. This is the reason why I wanted to show you PLBY, guys. We have a beautiful breakout. We got in this trade yesterday. I gave you this trade. It's not a winner yet. I mean, it is starting to be a winner, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a run up here. I'm gonna talk about BGFV, BBBY as well, but what I'm saying is that I can see that it's starting again. You know, we are in this environment where there are many opportunities. There is a flow of money that is just growing, all right, because people make money, they reinvest this money, they make more money, and it's a virtual cycle until, of course, the time where we have a correction. But this is not coming right now. I think we have a few months of bull market driven by some big cap stocks that have a big market cap, like GameStop and AMC. So that's why I pay attention to those two first, and then I use a bit the information I get on those two for the other ones. And what I'm seeing on GameStop is extremely bullish to me, and this is the reason why I'm more positive on the other stocks I'm analyzing. Yeah, come on guys, give me some likes. 47, not too bad, but we can do better. All right, so next one I want to do BGFV, and then I'm gonna start to check your question. BBBY, I'm gonna answer that, bro, very soon. OCGN, okay, I have questions about this one. I'm coming to the questions just right after, but first let me do BGFV, guys. So we were in this trade. We entered, when I say we, I'm talking about myself and Gabriel, who is a trader, experienced trader that's helping me. On Discord, we take our decisions together, and we decided to get in BGFV 4 days ago. So the reason why is, as you guys can see, we had a beautiful breakout that was here with volume, and then we just bought the retest. So we were expecting a strong move to happen, but I mean, you know, we often expect those strong moves. They don't always happen, but here it happened, and we actually took profit at 32. So I'm checking the after market, and you know, of course, I feel like, oh, we maybe took profits too early. But the reason why we took profits here is because we don't have any consolidation, guys, here, okay? So whenever you have some consolidation that you can call a false wave, for example, or whatever, then you have energy, you have some buildup. This is called the buildup phase, and it's gonna happen. I mean, maybe we're gonna just go through that and go to 50, 60, you know, it's possible, you know, this can happen. But most of the times the market develops in waves. And here, where are we in terms of wave development? Let's have a look, guys. But to me, I was targeting the top of the third to exit my position. I would re-enter later, maybe. All right, I was looking for something like this. Okay, So I will not take the aftermarket into account in my TA, even if it's good to have a look at, because in the aftermarket, what investors want to do for tomorrow, but only a small part of investors. So it's good to have a look at it, but it's not good to use in your TA. So let's do the TA like this. I'm gonna stay here on the daily time frame. So we have resistance at 32. 33 even. So let's see, maybe we're just gonna get dumped tomorrow. Today. We have one more resistance at 37. So my guess is that the top of the third would be here, and then we're gonna have a pullback. So where are we gonna have the pullback? As usual, guys, around 32, maybe 30. Okay. I want to show you one more thing, guys, for BGFV that is very important, and this is, like I said, what I almost always use whenever I want to find some targets, whenever I want to understand the market dynamics that would happen in any given stock. BGFV. As you guys know, I'm an ex-option trader. I was trading option for 6 years for a bank. So I know a bit about this market, and BGFV, I know especially how to retrieve easily all the information I need. So bam, all right. So let's analyze together what we have here. So, okay. Let me just put it in a way that you guys can all see it. So let me explain again a bit what we have in here. I'm retrieving all the option open interest from the market. So I know, I don't know who is holding what, but I know what options are in this market. And I know that retail investors are usually buying calls, and option market makers are usually selling calls to retail investors. So they have a short gamma position. And just like I explained before, guys, whenever you have a big amount of options, so how do you know if it's big? I'm gonna explain, but first you can just look at it. Okay, so here you can see, and you saw the difference with AMC, right? So you see those short squeeze plays. This is a short squeeze play because you only have option around 30. So what is gonna help the price action to go to 50? I don't know. That's why I personally don't believe we're gonna go to 50. I mean, not right now, at least, maybe in a few months, yes. But right now I see a big amount of option around 30. Why is it big? Because you can see that the synthetic, oh man, the DTC is at 9. All right, so I didn't see that. So this is very bullish. All right, this is very bullish. So let me explain here what I'm trying to check. All right, so sorry. Okay, so we have right now 10% of synthetic short. Okay, so 10%. Why? Because it's the aggregated position of all the option, all the call options holders at the current spot, 31.7. Now, if we go to much higher level, we're gonna go from 10% to 17%. Okay. So we have 7%. So this is how I check if it's big or not. All right, because it's not because it's bigger than the other ones that it's big. But here I can see that we have 7% of difference in the synthetic short between right now and if we go above all of these options, so roughly 40. So it means that option market makers would need to buy roughly 7% of the share float during this move. Okay, so 7% of the share float. So it means 7% of the share float is 20 million. So we're talking here about 1 million shares. All right. And what is the daily volume? Okay. It's 1 million shares. Okay, so we're talking here about one daily volume. All right, so we know it's big. All right, because if we go through the strikes roughly through 30, through 35, just like we are doing right now, actually, it means that option market makers need to buy, and those guys, they might be the ones that were actually buying in after market. I know there was some announcement about dividends, so maybe it's retail investors buying, but I think everyone was basically buying. But what I'm saying, is that right now they bought. It's done. We went through the 30 strike, right? So we're not gonna have those guys with us, all right? Maybe we're still gonna have the retail investors that would keep buying, but option market makers would not be buying anymore because those guys, they delta hedge their positions every day. I know that because I was doing that, as I just told you. So they need to buy on the same day, so they can keep a bit of short position for the next day. So maybe they're gonna buy again at the open today. So maybe we're gonna see a run up to the 37 area, but then we will need at some point to consolidate. Okay, and this is gonna be the fourth wave pullback, and maybe I'm gonna be a buyer here. Let's see. So I just sum up what I've just said. We have a big amount of option around the 30 strike. This is the reason why when we arrived that strongly on it, we went through it, and we have resistance around 34, 37. And I think that after this resistance, we're gonna have a pullback and then maybe one more move. So we're gonna need to analyze that. Like I said, I think it's going to be tough to do this fifth wave, but maybe. And what I'm going to be checking personally is, you guys know that we're going to have some kind of a triangle, maybe triangle, but maybe zigzag. I'm just going to go do a trend line here. And if we have a breakout above that trend line on the hourly time frame, for example, then I might use that as an entry. All right. This is the way I like to trade personally. So this is what I would be monitoring, and as you guys can see, if I'm right, I'm gonna basically be a buyer around 32, 33, so roughly where I sold. So that's why I like to sell first, take profits, relax, calm down, just feel confident about the good trade I've just done, then analyze the situation again, think about everything, and then enter again. And usually if you take profits at the right levels where you really have a resistance, you can usually re-enter at the same level a few days later. So this is the reason why I like to take profits early, based on the option market that I'm seeing and based on my resistance levels that I found using technical analysis. All right, 64 likes, guys. Thank you, it's growing. For those who haven't liked this, please do it right now. I'm gonna start to check your questions, but I still need to do BBBY. All right, where is BBBY going tomorrow? Okay, good question. I'm gonna try to answer that. Okay, it's looking good, true, but it's not looking good. All right, let me explain. So BBBY, I'm following this stock for, guys, 1 year, something like this. The reason why I started to be bullish is here on the breakout that we had in October. So I started to do my videos around November, so I don't remember what I was saying, but probably something like, this is a good level to buy or something like this. All right, then we finished this move, and then you guys can see that we had a strong correction, just like we had on many meme stocks, guys. And this correction, so we can analyze where it went to. This is the first thing we can do. I unfortunately didn't have this one in my watch list, otherwise I would probably maybe not entered, but at least discussed with Gabriel, who is working with me, or even with you guys, maybe to enter here, because whenever those trend lines are broken, once again, log scale, guys. If you try to do this kind of trend lines with a regular scale, just let me show you how it looks. It's not too bad, actually. Okay, this one is not too bad, but sometimes you just have no. It's completely different. Okay, it's just fitting not too bad, but it's not the same trend line. You can see I'm having here only two highs, and I'm not exactly on the retest. Let me go back to the log scale. Okay. Right now I'm back to the logarithmic scale that is taking into account movement in percentage and not in absolute value, and you guys can see that this trend line is much better. All right, so if you want to do this kind of trend lines on some long-term price action, you absolutely need to do it in logarithmic scale. So just right click here, log scale. Okay, very important. And on the shorter term, it's not going to affect the price at all. All right, log and regular scales are the same on the short term, but very different on the long term. And the right one to use on the long term to me is the log scale. And this is a nice example. All right, here I'm connecting this high. I'm having here as well kind of a connection. Once again, guys, an intersect. All right, I just told you at the beginning of this video that the market likes to go through those intersects. And this is exactly what happened here. Okay, we had this the maximum, it was the previous high, and we had this trend line that we could have done already in December 16, guys, 5 years ago, and the market went through that. All right, but this is not the point of what I wanted to show you here. Then we had this retest and then the strong move up. Okay, so I'm coming to what is happening right now. But what I'm saying is that here we had a support level that, many buyers were probably here. And let me zoom in a little bit and analyze what is happening right now. So right now, guys, as I just did on the long term, I'm going to do the same on the shorter term. So I'm doing my trend line, connecting the highs here and here. And okay, let's be honest, if I really want to do this trend line perfectly, I would have done it like this. Okay, so we went through it and we got basically rejected by, I think, a bit of this trend line and a bit of the 200-day moving average that is located at 26.4. So we opened the day here, and what happened during the day, guys? Nothing good. Bears were in full control. They were just, selling. So I checked the news on this one, and we had some announcement about the company business that is I don't remember exactly, but some good news about the business that is gonna be better for the coming weeks and months, even years, and this is what created this strong move up. But let's be honest, guys, you know how it's working, right? And investors don't only buy on news, they buy on FOMO, they buy on momentum, they money follows the money, this is how it's working. And to me, it's not the news that created this strong move up. Analysts are going to say it's the news because analysts, they don't do technical analysis. I'm going to tell you that it's GME that created all of this, and AMC. Those two stocks that have 20 billion USD of market capitalization, they are driving everything. All right, and here, to me, this move is mostly due to the rally we had in GME and AMC, and it's basically the same investors, guys, that are in those plays. So right now, let me. All right, sorry. I want to check the synthetic short. I want to check the gamma for BGFV, and I want to finish my analysis. So bam. Okay. So first, okay, so BGFV. So you guys can see 9. Just to conclude, this is one more reason to be bullish. 9 is a lot. Let me check if I have some information about BGFV in the past. Okay, you can see between September and November, so in the past 2 months, the DTC went from 5 to 9. So this is one of the reasons we had this squeeze yesterday. But once again, I think the squeeze is done for BGFV. BBBY. Let's see. You guys know what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for some very upside gamma. If I have this very upside gamma, just like I have on AMC and GameStop, it's good. It means that option market makers are gonna be massively buying on the upside. All right. So first information: 31% of total short interest. So it's big. Okay. We're gonna then check what we had previously, but it's big. Market cap 1.8 billion. All right. And this is what is interesting to me. So we can go from 8 to 18% in the synthetic short interest, and we have gamma located at 20 and at 30. Okay, so this is good. You guys can see the gamma is big at 30. It's not small, all right? I just remind you guys, with the one we just checked before, it's not the same shape. Look. Okay, you can see we have a big one at 30 and then a much smaller one at 35 and nothing at 40. Let me go back on BBBY. Okay, let me go back on BBBY. Oh, all right. And you guys can see here, so we have the same around the money at 20, then we have almost the same amount at 25, and we have almost the same amount at 30. So this is first information I have that is more bullish. Now, let's come back to the price action. So this is the reason why I think we had this massive gap up, but then the price action got sold massively. So I have different information, you know, coming from the technical analysis and coming from the option market. The option market is telling me that if we go strongly higher, we should amplify the moves. But we still had a plus 15% yesterday, so we cannot say the move was not strong, but it could have been much stronger. Then, second information I have is that we didn't manage to close above 24. So if we have a close above, let's use the 200-day moving average, because this trend line, as you guys know, it can be done a little bit like that. So I prefer to have the resistance at the same level. So if we close above 26, I would turn bullish, and I'm happy to see that we have this gamma around 30. Okay, so it's quite good. Once again, the gamma, is it big or not? We're talking here about 8% of the total share float. And the daily volume is okay, so 12 million trading every day, 12 million shares, and roughly 8 million of sorry, 8, it's even 9%, so it's 0.09 times the share float. So we have how much gamma? Ah, come on. Bam, share float 93 million. So we have, all right, 8 million of gamma and 12 million trading every day. So roughly 70% of a daily volume of gamma. So it's big, but it's smaller than the one we just saw on BGFV at a lower strike. So right now, what can we do on BBBY? I personally would not get into this trade. The reason why is because this move down is too sharp, too strong, and bears are too much confident for me to try to go against that. I don't like to, you know, try to catch a falling knife. This is what we say, you know, in trading. Whenever the market is crashing, you always have some traders that, you know, they just try to buy it, you know, just because they have a support level. I've been doing that, right? And I burned myself doing that. You know, it usually ends up quite badly when you try to buy in a falling market like this. So what I would personally do, so we have a support at 17.7. So, you know, setting up an order here, just buying around 18, stop loss at 16 is a fair try, all right? You risk 2 points. And you can make maybe 10 points, so you have a risk reward of 5. So it's a trade that is doable. What I would personally do, I would wait to see what happens here, and if I have a small consolidation and then I'm able to draw a small trend line, and then I have a breakout here, then I would get in. All right, so you can see the type of trading I like to do. I like to buy low on a short-term bullish signal. All right. So maybe I'm gonna miss it. Maybe it's just gonna be like that. Fair enough. But guys, there's so many opportunities today in the market. I don't care if I miss one. You know, I'm gonna go to the next one. So I feel good doing that, and not financial advice, but keep in mind, guys, that it's better to buy something that is already showing you some bullish signals, so that you put your money in something hot. You know, you don't want to put your money in something cold. All right, even if you buy here at 14, you know it's a good level, but you need to keep your money in that for maybe 1 month, maybe 2 months, maybe even 1 year before making profits. So you're not going to lose money, but you're just going to miss all the other opportunities that you could have got if you would have put your money in what is hot. So, you know, just keep that in mind. This is something I try to apply to myself. I sometimes do want to buy something that, you know, is just cheap, but I have experienced that it's actually not the best way to maximize your profits. The best way to maximize your profits is to buy something that is just starting to go up. Okay, this is what I am trying to do. So I think I'm done on BBBY. So I repeat, I would personally, so we have support at 18. I would personally not try to get in right now. I would wait to see if we have some consolidation and some short-term bullish signals. And whenever we have a close above 26, I would turn bullish on the long run for the reasons that I gave you. It's because we have a nice gamma around 30, and I'm going to check how this is moving. So yeah, this is what I have to say on BBBY. So I have a last one to do, PLBY, but I can keep it for the end. I'm going to start to check your questions. All right, so please hit the like, folks. Thanks, bro. Thanks, brother. And if we do go under 205, good question. Okay, on GameStop, if we go below 205, it just means that the third wave is probably complete. It means that we lost the momentum. All right, we don't want to lose the momentum. We need the momentum. The momentum is that, you know, it is meaning that everybody is FOMOing. So we need to keep that. And if we go below 205, we're losing that. All right. So it doesn't mean we're gonna go much lower. It just means that we would probably, you know, go to the. We will probably go to there. All right. It's gonna be something here, and we might be waiting, you know, 1 more month or 2 more months before having this close above the orange trend line. So this is what could happen. We could also revisit the lows coming back to the 170, 180 level. I personally think it's very, very unlikely we break that, okay? Because, you know, because of all the money in the market, because of everything that is happening around GME, around the gaming industry right now, around the meme stocks, you know. So I personally do believe this will hold, but the alternative scenario is just that we slowly converge towards the end of this triangle, which is around 200 in Jan 22. So this is the alternative scenario, but seriously, it's not looking like that. It's looking impulsive. It's looking like we're going to 300, 350. So I prefer this scenario. Okay. Honey, yes, hey bro. Okay, where is AMC going? So I answered that already. AMC is going to, I don't know, I think it's going to consolidate below 44. And if we do break 44, probably going to have one more consolidation above around 52. And let's be honest, if we break out above 44, it's almost a done thing. I mean, it would look really, really good for this major fifth wave to develop, and that is going to 130. So let's say that if we close above 44, I would personally increase my position a lot and believe even more strongly in the scenario that we go to 130, which is my target for around 6 months. And I can see that other guys are using this target as well, which is great. I mean, the more the better, right? But it's my target for 6 months, and I believe we're gonna go there. 130, he said. Yes, Aaron, thanks for following. Bam, bam. No, I didn't say 130. You said for then consolidation to so. I didn't say consolidation to 270. But maybe this is the next fib extension ratio. So if you want to discuss about that, okay, yeah, all right, I know what you mean. I said that indeed we have a lot of options on the 145 strike. So if we do actually go through 135, I personally think we're gonna go to maybe more 200, you know, something like this. This is the next level. I personally don't think we can go much higher than 200 in one move. But then maybe we can consolidate for a few more months and then do one more run. Why not? But in this fifth wave, I personally think that 130 is a nice target, and 200 would be what we would got thanks to the option market. Because once again, I show you that again, guys. But we have a massive amount of option on the 145 strike. Okay, it's not working anymore. What's happening with my spreadsheet? All right, bam, bam, and bam, bam, bam. Come on. Ah, this is blocked. All right, so here you go. 145 strike, 20 million options. I mean, 200,000 options, which is 20 million equivalent shares. And for example, on the 40 strike, how many we have? 5 million. So we have 4 times more options trading on the 145 strike Jan 22. So once again, that's why I believe this scenario can happen before Jan 22, because this is where we have the options. But I'm going to be monitoring if we have a roll from Jan 22 to Jan 23 if the scenario didn't happen yet. So let's follow that. It's going to be interesting to see. Okay, guys, maybe we go to 43 tomorrow. Yeah, I think we might do that. So BBBY are answered already. I think we're going to consolidate around 17, 18 for a few days. This is my view, and then let's see what happens. Great to see you live streaming. Yeah, Carlos, thanks, bro. I'm very happy to be here, and thank you all guys for being there with me as well. So you think AMC will go back to 38? Maybe, but quickly. If it gets back to 38, it's gonna be bought quickly. What I think is that below 38, we're losing the momentum. But if I needed to buy, I would buy rather around 39 or 40. You know, 38 is the level, I mean the minimum level that I don't want to see the price action going below, but I'm pretty sure there are going to be a lot of buyers above 38. So not sure we're going to touch 38. Better 39 or 40. Come on guys, bring me to 100 likes. I have 85 right now. It's looking good. We're almost there. All right. 8. Oh, sorry. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Okay, so here I was there already. Love your work. What about Tesla? Okay, I can show you Tesla quickly. Yes, guys, 93 likes. This is looking great. Thank you so much. WKHS. I did that yesterday. I can do it again. Ater, MMAT. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go through your questions very soon. Let me show you PLBY first. You know, this is the kind of place that I'm sharing with my community on Discord, and you know, I can show you a bit how I'm looking for those, because basically this is a nice example of a play that I like to do. So for now, once again, it's starting well, but maybe it's, you know, we're just gonna get stopped. So the what I'm looking for when I'm chasing some good stocks to buy, I'm looking for usually double or triple signal. So once again, I like to buy low, but whenever I have some bullish signals. So here, the reason why I entered into this trade is because we had this long consolidation of a few months, all right, first thing, where we don't go lower, you know, we have higher highs. We could even have lower lows, higher lows. We could even had some lower lows, it would be fine. But what I don't like to see is something sharp. And you can see that since the 19th of August, the price action is very steady, kind of neutral. We clearly have a resistance at 30.4 that has been touched once, twice, 3, 4, 6 times. And then we have this typical reversal pattern. Sorry, I missed my drawing. Okay, 99 likes, guys, we're almost there. Bam, cup and handle, all right? And the reason why I entered this trade is because we had a close here. So 2 days ago at 30.91. And this was the first time we were closing above 30.4. So here is my bullish signal. So I had this signal and I didn't have the breakout above the blue trend line yet. But let's be honest, if you wait for this breakout, you're gonna buy higher. So the earlier the better, but you need to buy earlier with many bullish signals. So here we have a new high, okay? So this is the breakout above the cup and handle. We have a nice consolidation in the past 2 months, and we have a nice consolidation in the past week that is forming this handle. So, and we are very close to the breakout area. And of course, the reason why as well I wanted to enter in PLBY is because those guys, they're gonna create some NFTs. I'm not sure what kind of picture they're gonna put in it, but I have some ideas. You can use your imagination as well. And I think, it's just very interesting for investors, to talk about it. So I think there can be some chatter around PLBY, about PLBY. So this is the reason why, for all these reasons, I wanted to enter in this trade. And for now, it's looking great, guys. It is not financial advice, but it's still good to buy. You see the aftermarket. Where is the aftermarket? I saw the aftermarket much higher, so I don't know where it's gonna open. But if I was not in that trade, I would personally just place a buying order around 31 with the stop loss around 24, just below the slow. Okay, so whenever you have a cup and a handle, you can buy on the breakout and use the low of the handle as a stop loss. So here the low of the handle is 25.2, so I would personally use a stop loss at 25. And this is a real trade that I really took yesterday, and I'm quite confident about that. This is why I wanted to share it with you guys. Oh, Moe du Push, hey bro, what's up, man? Yeah, man. All right. WKHS. Okay, so bam, I'm trying to check quickly what are the stocks you guys want to see the most. BBIG, sup, my man, what's up? Hey, bro. Okay, so let's do Tesla quickly. So you guys know I'm bullish on Tesla. I see we are in a major fifth wave that is going to 2000 to me. So this is my target for maybe next year, all right, in 1 year. But I do believe we can reach it. For now, we are only in the third wave, and inside the third wave, we are in the third wave. So we are in a third of a fifth. So you heard third twice. So this is very impulsive because third waves are the most impulsive. I'm not sure we have completed the third or not. I don't really have any tool to estimate how high a third wave can go. I know where fifth wave can go, all right? I mean, I'm just using that, okay? But I don't really have any tool to measure how high a third wave can go. So it's just visual, all right? It's just visual, and here 1,300, seems reasonable for this third wave. What we can do is measure here in the past how it happened. This is the only thing we can do. So here I had inside this third wave, I'm gonna measure the first wave and I'm gonna apply it to the bottom of the second wave. Okay, and I can see that this third wave is going to do 3.618 ratio. So assuming the same things happens, the same thing happens, then I measure the first wave, bam, applied to the bottom of the second wave. Sorry, it's not very clean. Oh, sorry, the second, bam. No, I missed that. Okay, this first wave is here, and the second wave is here, and the 3.618 is 1260. So this is my target for the third wave. I'm not very confident about this target, but this is the best I can do. And I personally would not buy now, of course, guys. I mean, if you're not in this trade, it's of course not a good idea to get in. Not financial advice, but not a good idea. What I would try to do, maybe, I'm not sure, is to, once we have the third wave complete, I'm gonna measure it and I'm gonna enter on the 38.2 or 50%. And you guys can see, so this is one method. I'm using FIB ratios to measure the third wave and enter in the fourth, and you can see then, I don't know if it's 1070, 1000, 1020, you know, but what I know is that I have a consolidation around 1020. So this is for me the level to buy. All right, if I wanted to buy Tesla, I would get in at 1020, 1030 with a target for this third wave around 1400 after pullback and fifth wave. So I think Tesla has a huge potential. Then at 1500 I would get out of it and wait for the fourth wave correction. All right, I have 600 shares of AMC. Cool, bro. GME can touch 800 soon. I don't know if it's gonna be soon, bro. I mean, it can happen quickly, but it can also take a few weeks, months. All right, so I think that Gen 22 is an important time because it's the end of those triangles. All right, as you can see. So we need to, you know, take a direction, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the upside. And then we need to wait the five waves to develop. So, you know, it can go very quickly, but it can go a bit slower as well. So I don't know, let's say before March 22. All right, this is the best I can say. If GameStop crosses 508, then next resistance is 1600. We will moon chill in time. yes, why not? It's possible as well, of course. If we go to 800, there is a massive strike at 950. So let me show you that. I didn't show you guys this. So let's check. GameStop. Okay, and bam, and look, guys, seriously, 4 million equivalent shares on the 950 strike on GameStop. So that's a lot. All right, that's a bit the same amount like that we have on AMC. I mean, if we compare to what we have close to the money, so the money is around 200. So the 200, we have around 1.5 million, and we have roughly 3 times more on the 950 strike. So for the same reason, if we come close to it, so we need to come to 900, all right, even 800 might do the job already. So if we get close to that level, anything can happen, let's be honest. And we can very well just go through it and then go to 1200. I don't know, 800 is my target, but I'm not saying it cannot go higher. All right, that's what I mean. Reaching 100 by Monday. Yeah, I hope so, bro. Okay, so Nico, Weissner, BB. Okay, I can do BB, BBIG. Prague is dead, guys. I think I would stay out of Prague. I was in that trade. I took profits at 4 and 350 roughly. I was having calls. I got out of it, and the volume is low now. So okay, I'm gonna start. So BBIG. Let's do BBIG. Okay, so BBIG, guys, it was a bit a love story between me and BBIG, guys. You know, it's one of the first plays I was actually pushing on my Discord, and it was a success at first, and then and then it got you know, just like in relationships, we had our good time, and then it didn't work so well anymore. So I'm right now staying out of it, but I can tell you what I think. The reason why I'm staying out is, so I was in this trade here at 4 for the first time. I didn't manage to take profits here, but I hope some of you guys did. And then I re-entered this trade here on this. Like I said, whenever we have a correction, we can use a short-term breakout to enter for the next wave. And here, guys, on BBIG, we had this trend line, we had this breakout with volume. Once again, guys, whenever you have a breakout, never forget to check the volume. It's very important. A breakout without volume is most likely a fake out. So here we had a breakout with volume. So we bought here. We were in this trade, we were happy to be in, and we got stopped. All right, there was just no more gas. It couldn't go higher. So I'm gonna check the option market, but what's happening from there? Okay, this trend line became useless. So it's weak, volume is going lower, so that's not positive. All right, now let's check if we have some nice support levels that can bring us some fresh energy. And even the 200-day moving average is not actually very used. You can see it was not acting well as support in the past, so I don't see why it would this time. So I don't have a support here. You see, whenever you don't have a clean support where bulls can, you know, just gather their strengths and together go into do this trade, it makes it easier for the bears. All right, and here I don't see any clear. Okay, the best I can do is 4. Okay, 4 is a support actually. 4 is a support. It's a support. Why? Because we have the 200-day moving average. So like I said, it's not giving good reaction in the past, but it's still the 200-day moving average. So you cannot just ignore it. So we have it. Then I'm checking here the highs in this move, as you guys can see. And I'm trying to pick up one of those that has some consolidation and previous reactions. And this one here at 412 had 1, 2 reactions. Here a lot of small reactions, consolidations, and here a nice reaction. So, and even here, guys, all right. So 4 is the support level. So I might get back in one more time. Let's see. But I lost money on this trade, let's be honest. So it's never good to go back in a trade where you actually lost money. Sorry guys, I'm coming back, just give me a sec. Alright, stay with me, I'm back guys. So, I was saying 4 is a strong support actually. Okay, so if I needed to get in, I would buy at 410, 420, and I would stop loss around 370. Now, let's have a look at the option market. Okay, guys, BBIG was absolutely insane. Okay, and we lost it. All right, guys, BBIG, I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe in it anymore. Check. Okay, so look what we had in the past. Okay, I'm following this since the 1st of September, even August, and look, guys, the synthetic short was at 95%, guys, 95%. All right, the total short was at 92%, 60, 25, 22. All right, the day to cover was 2.5 in August, and this is why we had this run up. Now the DTC is at 1, so there is no pressure on shorts, and there are no more shorts actually in this market. All right, the regular short is lower, so shorts have covered already, and the synthetic short is dropping heavily. It's still at decent levels. All right, it's still at decent level. We still have 22% of total short interest, so synthetic plus regular. Where is it coming from? So you can see it's coming from the 5 and 7.5 level roughly. What's that? 6. So 5 and 6, and it's not that small. All right, so this is the reason why as well, guys, it's working on both sides. All right, so whenever we go through 5 and 6, that's why here we had this strong moves. All right, in both ways, on the upside, on the downside. All right, we go strongly in one way, strongly in the other way. Why? Because market makers, they need to buy whenever it's going higher, but they need to sell whenever it's going lower. All right, so it's just working in both ways. So here, if we go to 4 and then we start to move higher, I think we can go to 7, but I don't think we can go much higher than that. All right, I mean, at the moment, if people start to get in the trade and I see the option market growing, yes, I would try to get back in. But here, let's be honest, the only trade to do is to buy here and sell here. All right, so buy at 4, sell at 6.5, and it's still a 50% profits. So I might be doing this trade, but I think here we're gonna get rejected and do the same thing again, and then maybe we're gonna have a breakout. But we need some news, we need, you know, a catalyzer, we need people to talk about it. Right now, the flows are, you know, just going out from BBIG, not in. All right, so I would stay away. Same thing for Alter, guys. I was in that trade, I didn't make money. I mean, twice I almost did money. You know, I wanted to buy here, I missed it for a little. I wanted to buy here, and in the end I didn't. So that's why, you know, I didn't want to let it go. But sometimes you just need to let it go, right? You know, I know that it's not good to go back in a trade where you lost money, and I still did it. And I mean, I didn't lose money. First, I just didn't get in, and then I bought at 8, something like this. Here, I bought here on the support, and I got stopped at 7. All right, and right now it's just like I was saying yesterday. It's not looking great to me because we are below the moving averages, below the 7 support level, below the breakout trend line. And we have volumes decreasing, so nothing for me to be bullish. Nothing. Can we go higher? Yes, of course we can go higher, but it's not bullish. I mean, if we go higher, it's just luck to me. So let's check what we have on the option market. Not bad. Not too bad. DTC 0.5. Okay, not good, guys. We need a DTC. As you saw, guys, BGFV has 9. I mean, BBBY had 5. AMC, GME, they have 3, 4. You know, those things that go strongly higher, they have high DTC. Here we have 0.5. So despite the very low volume, all right. So that's it. It's just, you know, I think Alter might wake up, but later. All right, right now I don't say it's gonna go lower. All right, if you buy, you're not gonna lose a lot, but I think there are better plays at the moment than Ether. Then what else can we check? Yes, we have 7.5 and 10. So if we start to you know, let's try to find a breakout that we can use. But as you saw, guys, even on BBIG we had it and then we didn't go higher. So I would say that if Ether comes now, but even there are too many bag holders, guys, I would stay away, you know, because even if you get in at 850, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take profits at 10, 11, and if you don't, some other investors will do it. All right, so you better do. So it means you play for 2 points and you're gonna risk 1 or 2 points. The risk reward is like not great. So yes, Ether is not a play I would personally get in right now. You think there is a lot of calls on BBIG, that's why it's running sideways. It's not exactly like what I said. I said that on BBIG, let me show you again. There used to be many calls, all right? There used to be a lot of options. And right now we still have some options around 6 and 5. So whenever we're gonna go through that, so through 5, through 6, the moves are gonna be amplified. That's what I'm saying. And this is maybe one of the reasons, I mean, not maybe, this is for sure one of the reasons, but not the only one, that we had this move up here and move down here that were strong. We're talking here about 20% moves, guys, all right? So that's a lot, okay? That's not 2, 5, 10%, it's 20%. So whenever those strong moves happen, usually you have some big option, open interest behind those levels. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, please hit the like button. I agree. Thanks, Phil. WKHS, okay. Hey, bro, what's up? Okay, so WKHS, many of you are asking. I like your Elliott wave on AMC. Looks like we are on wave 5. Yes, bro, I agree. Looks like that to me as well. And Matt, okay, I can do sub, bro. Okay, I can do WKHS. Okay, so bam, WKHS. So we have, this is a situation that I like to follow. All right, I'm not bullish yet, but I like to follow it. Why? Because as you can see, we had a typical impulse up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can check if it was respecting fib ratios. Wow. Okay, so here you can see, when was that? Okay, because it was so low. Okay, so you see when the premium is that low, fib extensions are not relevant. Okay, but we were trading around 1. So it's just a good information to keep in mind. Then we had this ABC correction. Okay, so what else can we say? I have here a trend line, but I can see the trend line is not perfect. Okay, this is much better. So here we have support. So guys, this is looking great. Okay, we have this trend line support that has been a bit not respected perfectly, but it's all right to me. We had this ABC correction here that is maybe complete. Let's check how deep we have retraced. But once again, for those, we are coming from the lows. So yeah, I'm not surprised. The correction is extremely deep because we're trading close to 0. So it's not that relevant to use fib extensions and I mean projections and retracements on this kind of moves. So WKHS is very interesting because you guys can see that we have a breakout that is very close. Okay, the breakout is around 850, but we already have some bullish signals before breakout. Okay, we have the volumes going higher. All right, it's pretty clear that the volumes are going higher. They're going higher before breakout. Okay, so that's a good signal, an early signal, but a good signal. What else do we have? We have here, you know, we can call it a double bottom, or I don't know how you want to call it, but we had clearly a resistance at 7 that was tested a few times in the past few days. Hey Habibi, what's up, bro? And suddenly we broke it. So we didn't have the breakout of sorry, of the major resistance line around 830, but we have a smaller breakout here that is now support. All right, 7 was resistance and it is now support. So guys, I think I'm gonna get in today. You know, I'm just gonna buy around 7.2. Stop loss, you know, good question, where to put the stop loss here. I think I'm gonna put the stop loss, I'm gonna take some room. I'm gonna put the stop loss here below the slow, so around 6. So I buy 720, I stop loss at 6, and I'm playing this breakout. And if it does break out, we're gonna run to 11 quickly. So I'm risking 1 point to make 4 points, risk reward of 4. It's full of sense. So I like this play. It's not fully bullish yet, but it's looking like something is happening. Let me check again. I forgot. I think it's EV, right? They're doing EV. Yes, so battery for electric vehicles. So you guys know that this sector is booming. Tesla is booming. I got in BLNK as well yesterday. I can show you that later. But let's check first what is the synthetic short. What is the option market showing us for WKHS? Okay, let's save Otter. You know, we're gonna use it maybe later. Okay, WKHS. Okay, BB. Habibi, bro, I saw you. You put BB like I think 5 times. I'm gonna do BB just right after. I promise. I finish WKHS. And I do BB. Guys, look, okay, I'm gonna post this one in my Discord today. Why? Because like I said, we have everything that is looking great. We have increasing volumes before breakout. We are above one moving average, not the 50, but only the 20, which is good enough. We have a new high above the recent consolidation. We are getting close to the breakout area. Do we have... And we have, I think, a bullish divergence. And bam, we do have the bullish divergence. So we have many bullish signals that are going into the same direction. A bullish divergence, for those who forgot or don't know what it is, it's whenever the price action is making lower lows. So we going lower, but with the momentum going higher. So it's just showing that a lot of bears are actually not bears anymore and start to be buyers. And that's why the momentum, so we don't have enough strength to make deeper lows, so bears are basically not able to really take ground in a good way, and this is usually a reversal sign. I like to combine those bullish divergences with breakouts. So here we have a short-term breakout above 7. We don't have the medium-term breakout above 830, but I think it will happen. And once again, yes, this is what I wanted to show you. Look, guys. Bam. Oh, it's nice. Okay, everything is good. I like WKHS. Thank you for telling me. I was already having it in my watch list yesterday, as you guys can see. Bam, bam, bam. So what did I put yesterday? You see, 870. So I didn't pay attention enough to it yesterday. So thank you for showing that to me again. And I didn't check actually the synthetic short. And here, look, we have the 10, we have the 15. Is it big or not? Let's answer that. But I can already tell you it's big because I see the DTC at 6. So let's compute how much gamma we have. We have 8% of gamma. 8% of gamma times the number of shares. So, sorry, BAM equal to this times share float. All right. So 10 million of shares of gamma. And the daily volume is, we want to see something around 1 daily volume or even higher. Sorry, I missed that. 9 million, okay? So 10 million of gamma versus 9 million of daily volume. So we have a one-to-one relation. So it's a lot, all right? It's a lot. It's just like we had on BGFV. And look what BGFV did. So we have a lot of good signals. Let me check the aftermarket. I hope it's not already higher. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna get in WKHS today, guys. Thank you for telling me that. So, what else? BB. Yes, I promised. So here we go. All right, so I did BB yesterday, but let's do it again. So what happened here? Okay, so first, let's analyze the situation on the longer term. I'm not going to do my counting here, but I could. 1, 2, 3. It's not clean. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be a force wave, but it's not a beautiful force wave. I don't know what it is. It might be a big triangle. Whatever. What I see is that we had this descending wedge pattern, all right, that got broken around 1050. Okay, broken. Then we had some resistance at the previous high, which is kind of normal, all right. Then we had the retest at 10.6. This is the typical trade I would like to have done, but you know, there's so many stocks. I didn't see this one. But here it was a beautiful level to buy because you have this consolidation, you have the bullish divergence, and you have the retest of the breakout area and of the breakout trend line just above the moving averages. So this is the perfect setup that unfortunately I didn't do, but it's just good for you guys to see what setups are to me good to trade. And right now, what is happening? So let's check the volumes. Volumes going higher. That's great. Price action going higher, volumes going higher. That's great. We are above the moving averages. That's great. We have the breakout and bullish divergence. That's great. What is not so great is that we tried to close above 12 and we didn't manage to do that. So that's not good, but it's not too bad. We are just close to it. So my take is that we're gonna consolidate here and then maybe break out. So it's too late to get in for now, because even if we close here, we might still get rejected. So, you know, there is no point to buy at 12.30 when you can actually wait and maybe buy at 13 in a better setup. So I would personally not get in right now, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. We might also very well just, you know, go right through it. And if you really believe in that, I mean, yes, it's not a bad timing to buy, not financial advice, but technically speaking, it's not the perfect timing to get in. The perfect timing, once again, is to wait for a close above 12, then a retest and, you know, some consolidation, see what happens here. Not buying too early, you know, waiting 1 week is, I think, good here, and see if next week we're still above 12 and below 13. If yes, if we are in this area, this is what we call the build-up area. This is the area I personally like to trade whenever I have some positive things, signals like I do have here, or just wait for the breakout. So this is my view. I think we might just consolidate around these levels. Let's check the option market. And if you do have shares, of course, it's good to keep it. Hey, not bad. Really? Nice. Not bad at all. All right. It's looking great. The option market is looking great. DTC at 6. It's a lot. Once again, guys, you might see a different DTC from what I do, because my DTC is taking into account actually the synthetic short and the regular short. So it's a global DTC, but it's the one that we need to use. All right. All the regular DTC is useless to me, because sometimes you have 4 or 5 times more synthetic short than regular short. So the only way to really use the short information and the gamma information is to use a global DTC that I get computing the position coming from the option market. So let's check the gamma. 6%. All right. 6% of gamma. So we have 500 million shares. So it's 3 million shares. All right. Sorry, 30 million shares, and the daily volume is, wow, it's 10 million, so it's 3 times the daily volume. All right, that's very bullish. It's from all the ones we did today, it's the one where the option market, sorry, I have the sun coming to my face. Okay, from all the stocks we've seen today, technically, I mean, on the option market, it's the one that is the most explosive. Let's be honest. Okay, technically, it's not perfect. I would have preferred to get in lower, but once again, we're still early here, and we can still have some opportunities to get in between 12. I would not get in if we don't close above 12. Above 12, I would start to consider it. And then you guys see like the DTC that is at 6. Okay, the total short is not that big. It's only at 13. But still, as the daily volume is very low, it's a lot compared to the daily volume, which is the right thing to do. We need to compare this to the daily volume. All right, so yes, where is the gamma coming from? 10, 15, 20. All right, guys, that's good. That's good. It's not only 10 or 12, all right? We have 15 and we have 20. So we might very well do something like this, okay? It would make sense. If I was in that trade, I would take my first profits here around 16, just above the 15, because the 15 is the biggest one, all right? And 20 as well, okay? I would take 16, but most likely we might go just above 20, okay? So 22, all this area between 16 and 22, 23, okay? This is where we might be going if we have the breakout above the blue trend line. But first we need to get this breakout, and before that breakout we need to trade above 12, and we need to stay above 12 for at least 1 week, all right? So I sum up the situation. If we close above 12, we consolidate close to the breakout trend line above the previous high at 12, and we have a breakout, then I think that we're gonna run up to the 20 area quite fast. All right, So I did BB M mat. Okay, I saw you, bro. M mat. Okay, naked BB M mat. Sun won't be here for another 3-4 hours. Yes, but yeah, for me, like what time is it? 4 p.m. I have 2 more hours of sun, so I think I'm gonna stay with you guys a bit more, and I'm gonna enjoy a bit the day when I still can before coming back and trade, because as you guys know, my schedule is a bit funny. I basically work in the morning, usually have some chill time in the afternoon, and work again during the night, because it's the US market and I am in Hong Kong. But not for long, guys. I'm coming back to France, and then I'm coming to the US. I'm gonna see you guys. So MMAT. Okay. First impression, nothing. Okay. What are they doing? Okay, I forgot. I think I've checked that before, but I forgot. It's like construction, something like this. Okay, Meta Materials, Material Photonics Company, designed to pioneer nucleus called Meta Materials. Okay. Now it's interesting. Meta Materials, all right. Okay, let's see if they have earnings coming soon. Okay, I don't have any information about that here. Okay, let's first do some TA. Hey bro, thank you so much, man. I'm waiting for you there. Okay, so I'm trying to understand what's happening on the stock, so give me some time. Okay, I start to see it. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5. All right. Okay, we're getting in. Bam, this is a minor wave. You can see that inside I have 5 waves as well. Up, this is minor. Let's put it in yellow. Bam. Okay, so I have a typical N here as well. Okay, so we can see that this stock is following Elliott wave theory quite well. True, we have impulse moves up in 5 waves, moves down in 3 waves, right? It's actually pretty clean. I'm not gonna add one more, but I could do a small ABC here. Let's check now if it's following fibs. So I measure 1 plus 3. You see, guys? Okay, good example. You have 1 plus 3, you apply to the bottom of the force, and it gives you the 1.618 is 17. So I'm gonna keep analyzing the stock, because you can't apply fibs and Elliott to any stock. You need to apply to stocks that followed it well in the past, and here it's close to perfection. Okay, because we have exactly what Fibonacci and Elliott are saying, all right? Especially Elliott. Fibonacci is a mathematician from the 12th century, so he was not saying much about trading actually, but he was basically making theories about every growing process, and saying that everything that is developing is following the golden number. And Elliott just applied this to finance and to stocks, saying that there is nothing better to illustrate the development of the man's economy than the stock market. So now let's see if the fourth wave is correcting. Okay, so the fourth wave is very deep here. Okay, here it's better. The fourth wave is going to the 38.2, 50%. Okay, I'm just checking if fibs are respected or not in the stock, because if they are, then they're most likely they are more likely to be respected again. So I'm gonna check the second wave pullback. Okay, second wave to the 61.8%. That makes sense. So it's pretty good. Seriously, it's pretty nice. I'm gonna come to the analysis soon, and bam, and look guys, once again I apply fib extensions to 1 plus 3 and it gives me 8.4. So it works here, it works here, it works pretty much everywhere. So we can assume right now that we have done this preliminary analysis that we're still gonna have those ratios respected and the Elliott wave patterns forming. So we completed, let me get rid of the small ones now that I have checked with you guys that it's respected well. Okay, now I'm gonna focus on a larger degree wave counting. So we completed 1 2 3 4 5, so we're expecting an ABC, and not good. Not good. Just looking at that, of course it's not enough, but just looking at the Elliott wave counting, I'm missing a C wave. All right, I'm missing a C wave, so I would be careful. It doesn't need to be very deep, but it's looking to me that we might go to the 250 area. All right, but maybe the ABC was here. Okay, so let's just imagine it was here. Then what would that mean? It would mean that we are doing 1 2 and then maybe we have 3 4 5. Okay, I'm here just trying to see what fits the best. Let's put it in blue. Okay, now let's check if the second wave pullback has actually respected the fib ratios or not. Amazingly, yes. All right, so exactly yes, I would say here. It's perfect. 61.8 was at 420. You guys can see we had a small dip here that got bought quickly and then again. So it might be a second wave. So maybe this counting is actually correct. So if this is correct, then we should have a third wave. And if we do have a third wave, we're looking for a short-term breakout that we do have, and we are above the moving averages. So guys, the more I check that stock, the more bullish I am. Okay, we have here a breakout confirmed. 1 2 3 candles. It's looking great actually. So I mean, setting up a buying here with a stop loss around 4, you know, you risk basically, okay, let's put the stop loss at 390, so you risk 1 point. And if it's really a third wave, which is possible because, and growing volume, I forgot to mention that. Breakout, first thing we do whenever we have a breakout, we check the volume, and the volume is here. So we have increasing volume, short-term breakout. We are above the moving averages. It seems that we just completed a second wave that retraced 61.8% of the first wave, which is the usual thing, just like it happened in the past, just like I checked with you guys in the past. So we might very well be in a third wave, very well. And if we are in a third wave, where would it go? It's hard to say. Like I said, I don't really have targets for third waves, so the only thing we can use, I don't like this resistance, you know, it's visual, all right? So around 12 maybe. So guys, it's like 7 point for 1 point risk. It's a nice risk. It's a nice risk reward. Have I checked the option market? If we have a lot of options, where do we want those options, guys? We want them around 6, right? 6 in all this area. If we have a lot of options between 6 and 10, it's great. It means that the third wave might be explosive and that it might actually be really a third wave. So bam, bam, bam. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Because look, Okay, it's actually good. All right, so as you guys saw, usually on the option market we have a concentration of options around the money, so around 5, and then we have, you know, this shape where it's decreasing. But here, look what we have a 10 strike that is massive. It's the biggest amount of options. So guys, thank you for giving me that. I mean, you know, I didn't see that, and now that I see it and that I see that we are potentially in a third wave starting, I want to try that. So there is no guarantee, but I might get in today. Stop loss, like I said, around 380, something like this. Maybe even 370, take some room and play this third wave that might be coming. Because if we start to go higher strongly, we have the 5 strike, the 6 strike, the 7 strike, and most importantly, the 10 strike. So we might quickly go to the 12 target I was just mentioning, all right? So it's funny to see that we apply different methods and that we come up to the same answers, all right? So this could be like that. And if we have a third wave, then probably we would have a 4 and a 5th coming. So I like the stock, guys. Thank you for giving that to me. Let me add it in my watch list. Okay. So what did we say? We said that we enter at 490, stop loss at 390, okay, even 360, and target at 12. Okay, bam. Guys, you're gonna see it coming on Discord today. So WKHS, I like it. MMAT, I like it. Oh, sorry, I lost the webcam. Okay guys, I'm still here, just my phone has no more battery. Okay, but I'm gonna stop soon, guys. Bam bam bam. Okay. Alright, so I'm using my webcam, so it's not as good as before, but at least you can see me, guys. All right, it's 4:15 p.m. guys. The sun is going, so I think I'm gonna take some time. I'm sorry I didn't do all of your stocks. Come to Cali, I owe you for AMC June squeeze. Hey bro, thank you so much for telling me that. It's really the reason why I'm doing that, man. You know, I quit my job. I just quit everything, guys. I wanted to be here on this market with you, take advantage of all these opportunities, and most importantly pass the knowledge that I have acquired, you know, during my career. It's no fun to work for these big institutions. It's so much fun, guys, to be here with you, help you, and I'm very happy that I do help you, you know. So thank you for telling me that. It's really great. All right guys, naked, yeah bro, I'm gonna do naked next time. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button again, guys. It's helping me a lot. I'm gonna keep doing that. I think it's the best way for me to, you know, share my my analysis with you, to give you what you really want to see. And it's very interactive. It's only my second live, but I really enjoy doing that. And I'm gonna keep doing that. Bonjour depuis Paris. Hi brother. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great day, have a great night, have a great morning. I don't know where you are. Thank you so much again for watching these videos, for asking questions. A lot of love from me, and I see you soon. See you guys.